if we had not been the third candidate on this race, if we weren't showing up today and saying that this was important to a number of us, and a significant number of us, our voices would have been silent today. And so we can walk away knowing that we were able to make the issues that matter to us most be loud. 4 years from now, there will be another election. And what I'm going to ask of everyone in the room and the voters of Memphis is to make it count. Show up in record numbers. Force the people who want to be your next mayor to debate. Don't let people go to the polls uninformed without the people who are asking to be the mayor of this city held accountable. We have to continue, each of us, myself included, to fight against the inequalities, the systemic racism, the homophobia, the gender inequality, the classism, anti-immigrants, anti-Latinx, anti-women, the things that I heard in this race about just myself and my team tell us that we have so much further to go. But I'm not going to stop fighting. I didn't start this race to quit. And we saw it all the way through, no matter what. I'm proud of the way we learned together, we grew together, we made the issues important. We brought all the other races into our conversation. And so while as of right now I am no longer a candidate for mayor, I am still the county commissioner of District 6. Everything that we fought for this year, y'all, I'm going to fight for every day as a county commissioner. And I might just be one voice of 13, but that is a powerful voice because each of you are behind me. My team has faced incredible odds. We didn't have $1 million. We didn't have an office. We didn't have an already built-in status quo infrastructure. And so all of my team members, please raise your hands so everyone can see you. In the back, we've got Thomas and Becca, because when we talk about a campaign, a grassroots campaign, touching almost 80,000 people through phone, through door knocking, through all the things we did, it's those two who really organized that and put our volunteers on the ground. All our volunteers, please raise your hands. Anyone in this room who volunteers did anything for the campaign? And that's the other thing I want people to take away. This wasn't just the dream of me, Tami Sawyer. This was the dream of so many people who wanted to make change. This was the dream of people who feel like they are on a cusp of a city that is about to boom, but leave so many of us behind. And so we're going to keep making sure that we matter in the conversations. That when the ribbons are cut on the project, there are rents that people are able to afford. That when the ribbons are cut on the projects, there are stores that we are able to shop in that are quality. When the ribbons are cut on the projects, the demographics of the people who are going to make money off of it look just like us. And that might not come today, but we are not going to stop fighting. My campaign manager, Athena Palmer, who had never run a campaign before, but who I knew had the skills of leadership, of coaching, of logistical planning, of staying up with me all night long to figure things out and turn our ship in the right way, who has provided me immense direction, friendship, and is a powerful leader. And we are so grateful to have had you in the city for so long. My PR manager, Taryn. Who, no matter what headline came our way, always stood by my side and helped me to make the right decision and to walk out with my head held high and continue to be on message. She has been my friend. She was my first campaign manager when I ran for state rep. She was with me when I ran for a commission, and she was with us today and has always been with me, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. We wouldn't have been able to build the movement. And Taryn, please keep believing. I don't see you, but please keep believing. There are so many people. Keviana, Pastor Andre Johnson. I'm gonna leave people out. You know, I just, Jonathan Ely. I mean, you know, I shouldn't name names, but I love each of you. Your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. To the people who endorsed us, dozens of progressive organizations, locally and nationally. People who saw a spark in Memphis for the first time at this level. When Dr. King came here 51 years ago, he said there is something happening in Memphis. Progressive orgs looked at the city again this year and said there is something happening again. Let's not let that something die this time. My treasurer, Tim, who's not here, but you know, has been with us since the beginning as well. People took risk. People put their businesses on the line. People put their integrity on the line. People risked being blacklisted from city work, all to say they wanted to be a part of this change, and your sacrifices to be a part of this campaign don't go unnoticed by me at all. To the unions who stood with us because they recognize that it's not just about a $15 minimum, but it is about all of the rights that workers are asking to be seen. The invisible labor that we are driving by every day, while we are excited about cranes in the sky. UAW is on the picket line right now. United Auto Workers are on the picket line in this city right now with their health care benefits cut because they dared to say to General Motors, we are not going to give you more of our hard-earned money while you have record profits. So if I can do anything with this platform tonight, do the right thing, GM, and get to the table. To the educators that are in this room, if you're a teacher, make some noise. Educators and educational administrators who put their heart into this campaign, who had hope in this campaign. Because again, there's a $750 million budget that puts $0 into K through 12 education. We arrested 63% more youth this year. How long are we going to fill the school to prison pipeline in Memphis? When are we going to put the kids first? To the educators in this room, thank you. You're on the front lines. You work hard every day for the youth that we don't have to see, with the families that we don't have to care about, with the issues that we get to ignore. Thank you. And keep fighting, and we're going to keep fighting with you. To my family, who I'm not going to point at because they're all camera shy. So maybe they're over here somewhere. I love you. I am grateful for you. I would not have been able to do this without the fact that my parents instilled in me at a very young age to believe that I was powerful enough to use my voice and make change. I began writing a piece this morning for Blavity, humble brag. And I started with the fact that my grandmother was born here in 1933. She was one of four children born to a traveling preacher and a homemaker. I've seen her census from when she was 10. She dropped out of school in the 8th grade to have my mother. She went on to raise 9 children in Chicago in poverty. My mother's journey to be able to raise me and my brother to have the extraordinary privilege that we often get thrown back in our face was because my grandmother and my mother are two of the strongest women I've ever known in my life. And every opportunity that we have had has been because 2 black women did not give up on their families and did not give up on their children, no matter when they didn't have enough for them. They sent us to school, they put clothes on our bodies, and they told us we were enough. So if you don't trust black women, if you don't elect black women, and if you don't want black women in 2019, you're losing already. Right.